Hey, how's it going? It's Roman Kemp here, and I'm presented by to answer 21 questions. What sneaker did you most want growing up? Oh, the trainer that I wanted the most when I was growing up, it would have probably been a DC trainer. Like, I'm trying to think, I think when I was younger, a few people started doing collaborations with kind of like skate shoes, and DC's was what I used to wear all the time. I'm not sure if it was like Slipknot or Korn, but that was where I was at that time, and that was like the one. Otherwise, I would always just rock like AstroTurf, like basically like football training boots all the time. I used to have the R9 Ronaldo trainers, and those were like the ones. I used to love them. Who was your celebrity crush growing up? Now, I was talking about this. My celebrity crush changed quite a bit. When I was really young, it used to be Baby Spice from the Spice Girls, Emma Bunton, if you will, although she'll always be Baby Spice to me. And my sister used to tease me and say that I fancied her so much, and I used to cry every time that she would tease me. And so the only way to stop me crying was my mum used to have to play TLC, Waterfalls. So yeah, I would say Baby Spice, but then it quickly went to Gwen Stefani, and then Avril Lavigne. If you had one superpower, what would it be? I would always veer towards mind reader, because there's nothing better than being able to read people's minds. But time travel, I'm gonna say time travel. Yeezy or Jordan? Now, it's only like this year that I've kind of slowly got back into Jordans. I used to wear a lot of high tops when I was a kid, but I think since Yeezys started kind of coming out, there isn't a comfier trainer. And my job most of the time, like I'm sat in a studio, or like I'll have to be in the studio all day and then go to the next place, go and film something until like late at night. And I love comfy trainers. That's my number one. So like the Yeezy like V2s, they're the comfiest trainer. And so I've always got to go Yeezy. Although the Jordan collaborations have absolutely nailed it. Supreme or Palace? I have this thing where I don't feel like I'm cool enough to wear Palace. Like, I genuinely don't. Like, Palace is like uber cool. Supreme is really cool, and like they're fun, and I think they're a bit more playful with kind of like what they release, but Palace is cool. Like, that's like fashion. You know what I mean? Like you know, I'm not from East London, and like I feel like that's owned by, like, East London owns Palace. Tea or coffee? I don't drink hot drinks. Ever. The closest I'll get is an espresso if I'm really struggling. Drinks are meant to refresh you. How does a hot drink refresh you? You're agreeing, it's true. Jaffa cakes or chocolate digestives? Now, if this was Jaffa cakes or chocolate hobnobs, I'd say hobnobs. So I've got to go Jaffa cakes. But I'm very odd with how I eat my Jaffa cakes. I bite all around the edges and get rid of like the kind of harder bit, and then just have one whole soft bit. MacBook or iPad Pro? Now, I think this is a thing with age. I think that actually kids are more likely to go to, or younger people are more likely to go towards a MacBook Pro nowadays. And like when you become more of an adult, you veer more towards an iPad Pro. I know that like I'll feel officially old when I start taking photos on my iPad. Cats or dogs? I can't, if I went on a date and a girl said to me, I've got a cat, I'm instantly turn it off, genuinely. Or like they like cats, or that they want cats in the future. No. Hip hop or indie music? It's very difficult because I like, my thought process when it comes to music is I have to listen to everything. Being a radio DJ, you have to have like a clear mind when it comes to listening to every bit of music that gets put out. So when I grew up, it was Slipknot, Eminem, Korn, System of a Down. Then it moved into like Arctic Monkeys, Kings of Leon, all that type of stuff. But throughout all of that, the first album my mum ever bought me was the Marshall Mathers LP when I was 7, and that was like my first album. So I was always listening to Eminem, and then obviously with Dre and Tupac, and then 50 Cent. And I remember vividly being about 11 years old and rapping the entirety of Many Men, 50 Cent in the car with my dad, swearing and everything. And like, I just think he was just happy that I just learned the words. Arsenal or Spuds? What does that say? What does that one say? What does it say? Spud. I mean, that's not really a question. I mean, I have an answer. The answer is this. That's the answer. Burpees or pull-ups? Hate burpees. Who in their right mind likes burpees? Favorite film? Favorite film is a real tough one. It's not an English film. I love, and I still think the most fucked up film and like the film that I love is Old Boy, but the original one, the Korean one, because it's just wrong. Favorite book? I don't read books. ADHD brain will not allow me to read books. I read ahead. Like I've already read the last question. Favorite city? I've been to a lot of places in the world. I've been really, really lucky, but London is just the best. It really is. Like, and I know that's like such a classic answer, but it is the best. We have everything. Most prized possession? Really difficult. I would say there's a couple of things that are like my most prized possession, but I don't know, it's difficult because I've got things that are sentimental, or you've got things that like, you know, you paid a lot of money for, or that you see as an investment, like there's, you know, watches and things like that that you can get and you know, you love. But I do think that like it is my granddad's watch. What's your next project? For me, there's a couple of things that I've got. I do a Sunday show with my dad called Sunday Best on ITV, and that's really nice because it's like an opportunity to kind of work with my dad, because before, like, I'd always be worried about working with my old man because you don't just want to seem like, you know, a duo, or you don't want to seem like, you know, I'm just living off him, because I am, by the way. Nepotism is real. I'm doing a show called Celebrity Karaoke Club, which will come out at the end of the year, which is really funny and is in the least serious thing I've ever done. And I had like a really kind of like, when we were filming it, like I was going through a really shit time, and then I went to go and film that, and it was the best thing I could have done at that moment. And it's so much fun. Basically, you watch me off my tits, drunk on tequila, singing Burn by Usher topless. So you have that to look forward to. That's on ITV too. I've been Roman Kemp, and you've been watching Kicking It at Presentedby. See you later.
Selection.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah.
Take a look through.
Yeah.
Let's know which one's your favourite.
Let's have a look. What we got here? I think.
See if we can guess.
Yeah. See if you can actually guess. Oh, very nice. Okay. The colour's nice on them. Very good. These are pretty cool. The laces on them are so good. What do you think is mine? Yes. You think that's my favourite? It's just between these two. I am going to go with, the decision is